Thank you so much for joining me for the weekly Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Cards readings. I'm so excited to have you here with me. We're going to be using the Intuitive Life Coaching app to do a weekly overview every Sunday. There are actually 4. This is what it will look like if you download it on your phone. This app is available for your iPhone as well as for Android phones. And there are 4 buttons on the screen. The first one is readings, which takes you into the different readings you can do. You can do a 1 card, a 3 card, or a 5 card reading. And then there's the browse button. And if you have the free version, you'll only see 11 cards, but there's actually 77 in this deck. And then there is the journal, which allows you to save your readings by time and date. And then there's the about, which tells you a little bit more about me and Indigo software. So let's get started.
Thank you everyone for joining me for the weekly Oracle card reading. My name is Kelly Smith and we're going to be doing an overview for the week ahead. Doing a 5 card reading. We're calling on our angels and guides and asking them to work through us. Go ahead and get very clear. You always want to be very focused and focus on whatever it is you're wanting to gain clarity or direction on. And always call in your spiritual teams, your guides and angels. And as soon as you feel focused, go ahead and click anywhere on the screen. And whatever card you feel drawn to will always be the right card. When working with Oracle cards, it's all about learning to trust. And sometimes you might even get full body chills when it's time for you to pick a card. Okay, so for the week ahead we have the situation card is Inner Child. Our emotional challenge is the Journey card. Our solution is Empathic. Our coaching advice is Karma. And our potential card is about intuitive, our intuition. So let's look at the Inner Child card. It says you are currently healing old emotional wounds. So our angels and guides are coming through to tell us that we're still doing a lot of emotional healing. As we were last week, we're kind of carrying it into this week. And this week is all about us letting go and replacing old programs, old limited beliefs that have been with us since we were a child. So whatever it is that's coming up for you right now, just let that come up, because this is a week of inner clearing and purging and releasing all that no longer serves you. And in order to do that, sometimes we just need to really look at some of the things that we haven't been willing to look at. So let's look at this card. It says, this is a time of healing old emotional wounds. It is time to rewrite your personal story. This card suggests that you are healing your inner child. Regardless of your past, your guides and angels are asking you to look at things in a new way. If you grew up in a household that did not practice and teach unconditional love, you may be left with the emotional scars that cause you to ask the question, what did I do to deserve this? You may feel like you were abandoned, neglected, or mistreated in a way that left you feeling undeserving of love. Instead of reliving the painful past, you're being asked to heal this wound and rewrite your story. It's time to connect with your inner child. Go within and imagine what you look like at a young age. Talk to yourself at this age and assure your inner child that he or she does matter, that he or she is worthy of love, and it is time to heal the past. As you heal your inner child, you will notice that you will start to look at the world with a fresh set of eyes. And this kind of healing really does take patience. So be gentle with yourself this week. And just allow these old limited beliefs, this old programming of whatever's coming up to be released. Because our angels and guides are saying, as we release the old programs about who we thought we were and who we were told we were, then we are actually freeing ourselves up to be able to move forward and to embrace who we really are. And in the emotional challenges card, we got the journey. So this feels like a very emotional week. It says you are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. As you get divinely guided and inspired ideas that lead you on your path to realizing your fullest potential, you will be challenged in many ways. Every challenge has a hidden gift inside. These gifts give us strength, help us open our minds and see a different perspective. This ultimately helps us create a new reality for ourselves. So no matter what challenges you are facing, never give up. Trust that no matter what, everything will work out for your highest good. When you deliberately take action and intend to step into your greatness, miracles will happen. This card is telling you that you are on the right path. Continue on this path, and no matter what challenges you face, know that they are part of the process. Actually, our angels and guides are saying that whatever it is that we're working on right now, whatever project, whatever goal, whatever business opportunity, whether we're looking for a new job, whether we're moving, whatever it is we're doing, whether we're reevaluating our relationships, that's really coming up too. It's the reason why this week is about the inner child, is because that's the core foundation of why we won't let ourselves move forward. So we have to understand that every challenge has a gift inside of it. So no matter what you're going through, our angels and guides are telling us that there is something there for us. So when we release the emotional attachment to it and almost take a step back and look at it from a neutral position, we can see that really this challenge came into our life to push us even further into to push us even further toward our goals, toward living the best life possible. And the solution card, it says Empathic. And this has been coming up for me a lot this week, actually. It says you may be confusing other people's energy with your own. So we are being asked to learn more about our gifts as an empath. If you're feeling overwhelmed by energy that's around you, or sometimes you may even confuse someone else's emotions or feelings as your own, you're being asked to really look at this so that you can get clear and really work with your energy so you can set boundaries here, because our angels and guides are saying this is hindering us in a little bit of a way, because we aren't realizing that some of that energy that we are picking up on isn't ours, and we're internalizing it like it is ours. So let's read this card. It says this card shows up for you today to remind you that you are a highly sensitive person, which, by the way, being an empath, in my perspective, it is a wonderful gift, but it does have its challenges. It says it's easy for you to get lost in the emotions of others. You have the amazing gift of compassion because you can energetically walk in other people's shoes. It may be easy for you to get confused about what is yours and what is someone else's. You may find yourself being easily distracted by other people's problems. If you are not aware of this, you could even take on the energy and the emotions and problems of other people. Everything is made of energy, and you can read it in a very powerful way. This truly is a gift. At the same time, if not used correctly, it can feel like a curse. You're being asked to pay special attention to your unique ability to read and feel the energy of the people, situations, and events around you. Learn about this gift, seek out guidance, read books, and develop it in any way you can so that you can use it for your highest good and those around you, and the highest good of those around you. In the coaching advice, we have the Karma card. It says you may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. Getting a big message, a very clear big message right now, that whatever we think that is unfair around us, we are being asked to take a step back and look at it from a neutral perspective. Something much bigger is happening. So if we're starting to get our feelings hurt about something, or if someone did something that we didn't think felt right, and we thought maybe that was a little, not nice of them to treat us like that, or whatever's happening around you, our angels and guides are asking us to take a step back and view this from a different perspective, from a neutral perspective, almost a third-party perspective. So let's look at this card. It says, you know that saying, what goes around comes around? This is karma. Karma is just a simple way of saying what you give, you get. What you put out in the universe comes back to you. If you're in a situation that requires justice or fairness, this card has come to you today to remind you that it's already taken care of. No need to try to prove someone wrong or take matters into your own hands. They're creating their own karma. If what they are doing is not fair or is hurting someone else, they will eventually have this energy return to them tenfold. This card could also be a reminder for you to be mindful of what you are sending out into the universe to be returned to you. Remember that we reap what we sow. Make sure to sow what you want to reap. Another big message that's coming through is that sometimes if we get really upset about something and we feel like, we need to take a stand against it, it's important for you to realize that whatever energy you send out comes back to you. You might not see it today, you might not see it tomorrow, but you're going to see it eventually. So just remain in a high integrity space and ask your angels and guides to help you to neutralize any bad feelings and release it, let it go. And then focus on sending out love and light. Focus on visualizing your goals, because I'm getting the message that we are all really moving forward in a really big way right now as far as our dreams. So it's really important for us to be very mindful of the energy that we're putting out into the universe. Do a lot of visualization this week, and even they're talking about work on replacing limited beliefs. Do your affirmations. All that's going to be helpful this week. And in the outcome card we have, you are learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. It says intuition can take on many different forms. It is a natural way of being. There's nothing woo-woo about it. Many of us have been conditioned to tune out our intuitive abilities so we can fit in or blend in with the environment. This card is showing you that one of your strengths is your ability to know what you know and not know how you know it. When you know something that you can't explain, trust that. That's your inner voice showing you the truth. When we learn to live life from an intuitive perspective, our decisions and choices will change. We will be guided to do things that are for our highest good, and we will immediately know who to trust and who not to trust. The more you listen and act on your intuition, the louder it gets. So actually, we are learning to trust the intuitive guidance that we already know what to do, and our angels and guides are coming through to tell us that we get those messages all the time, that intuitive nudge, and sometimes we just miss it. And over the last few weeks, we've been really starting to look at that and focus on, hey, wait, I already knew what to do, but I dismissed that intuitive message. So we're learning to honor our intuitive messages, and as we do that, we are paving the way for amazing opportunities, and life is so much easier when you trust your intuition and when you follow that guidance. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to the weekly intuitive life coaching oracle cards. My name is Oracle Cards Reading. My name is Kelly T. Smith, and you can find me at www.intuitivelifecoachingwithkelly.com. And actually, please do stop by, check out my website. I'd love to hear from you. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much. Blessings.